Yes, sir. What's poppin'? It's your boy Staz, AZ Way Too Active. I'm here at Trill Hip Hop Shop in Phoenix, man. A legendary, great place in Phoenix. I'm here with a real Arizona legend, man. A Chicano legend in the music game. MC Magic, my dog. What's going on, man?
What's up, Staz? I'm good. I'm good. 30 years of magic. That's been the focus.
30 years of magic, man. I want to get right into it, my G. 30 years of magic show, November 29th,
Yes.
4 p.m. theater. Why decide to do a 30-year anniversary show? And for the people that are watching this and are thinking of coming, what can they expect?
The reason we decided to go with the 30 years of magic homecoming concert, I want to make sure that we put the homecoming concert in there because number one, I throughout the years, I haven't performed a lot in my hometown. Even though we started out at the swap meet and being at everybody's quinceañera and birthdays, after we started touring, it seemed like I was coming back home once, twice a year, which is still good, but it's not like overly done. And so one of the main comments that we get from fans is, "When are you performing in Phoenix?" And for some reason, even though I've done the Super Show time after time, it just seems like it doesn't hit everybody. For some reason, we still get those comments. So we decided to do a show just for the brand. You know, instead of being part of a lineup, 3 or 4 performers, specifically an MC Magic show. Yeah, just to celebrate these 30 years of my first album. Now, I was trying to make music long before my first album got done, but the official album, Don't Worry is the name of the album, dropped in 1995, and it was time for a celebration. But not only that, as we started getting into it, it just grew and grew and grew. Initially, we didn't plan to buy billboards. Now we have a billboard campaign, and la 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 la. Listening, and now it's turned into what's going to be a documentary, a 30-year
Mhm,
documentary.
mhm. That's insane, and sometimes artists they do like a project, like an album or something. You dropped an album last year,
God bless Chicanos.
God Bless Chicanos. A great album, by the way, has some bangers on there. Why not do an album instead?
I wanted to do something different,
Mm.
which is the 30 years of Magic concert, but it just turned into a real big production.
We were talking briefly off camera about that. What makes this a big production? What has gone into this production, the ins and outs, of the behind the scenes of putting something like this together?
There's a lot. First, let's start with the red carpet. When the fans arrive, usually a red carpet is reserved for your special VIP guest, where where I'm gonna have notable people, and then the fans can stand behind the rail and get pictures of them.
Mhm.
But I decided the real special invite at my concert are the fans. So the red carpet is for them. It's
Mhm.
for the people that wanna come out and enjoy. So we have first of all, we have a red carpet affair
Mm.
right before the concert. Come and get your photos and all that good stuff. And then we decided we're gonna film a few pieces of film that we can show during the historic celebration, right?
Mhm.
So there's gonna be some documentary style film in the beginning, in the middle, and then towards the end.
Mm.
And so once we started doing all the interviews that go with that, we were like, "This is a full documentary." So then it keeps going and going,
Mhm.
and then we're talking about, well, we gotta film the concert now. You know, filming a concert, like, say you have the Grammys, when you watch it from your home from your couch at home, you see everything. You see the
Mhm.
close-up of Taylor Swift, you see the wide of the concert, you see, the people in the front row reacting. So in order to see all that, you need a bunch of cameras.
Mm.
So that's where we're going with it, is to have all the cameras so that when they experience it, after it's done, after it's documented, and we put it in the documentary, it will have the same effect as a professionally recorded, TV special.
Mhm.
Just my camera crew we've been working on the preparation for this, but just the camera, audio, lights, gaffers, so far, I think it's a crew of about 25 people right now.
Mhm. Wow.
A crew of about 25 people. One of my good friends programs, at iHeart over here.
Mhm.
So they were talking to Mikey, And when we got there, I didn't even go that day. And when the crew got there to film him, he's like, "Yo, what's all this equipment for?" And but when you see it, it just looks phenomenal. They did it right, you know,
Mhm.
lighting the bags. Now, just to set up a scene the way we set up right here in 5 minutes,
Mhm.
they take an hour and a half.
Wow.
They take an hour and a half because every angle, every lighting, every prop, it's just so important. And when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about.
Do I need to come in there with a suit on, man, or what? Suit and tie?
It's definitely warranted, you know?
You gonna be in a suit and tie?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. That's one of my outfits.
Okay.
And
Hopeful.
this is the first time I'm doing outfit changes too.
Okay.
So I'll definitely come out in a suit and tie to get the party started.
Mhm.
Hosted by Mario Lopez.
Shout out Mario Lopez, man. I can't wait to talk to him. And if I'm not mistaken, he was with you and Coyote on set, right?
That's a good memory. That's a yes. Me and Mario were both in a project with LA Coyote.
Pocho.
Pocho is the name of the record.
Mhm.
One of my favorite records I've ever done. Mario acted in it.
Mhm.
I did the talk box in it, and Coyote, they just killed it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
If you guys haven't checked that out, go check out Pocho, Coyote, MC Magic, Concrete, and of course Mario Lopez.
Love that record. So we've talked a little bit about the show, you know, so let's get into some of the things throughout your career, right? What was the hardest era in your career to stay motivated, and how did you push through it?
It's never an easy time. Even now,
Mm.
it's not easy, but we still have challenges. Matter of fact, I'm investing more now than I did when I was a kid. Obviously, now we have the concert business as well.
Mhm.
But if there was a hard era, you know what really was tough for me is understanding why radio people would not play my music. Because when I met the DJ face to face, he's
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, Magic, it sounds good. It sounds dope."
Mhm.
And when it came time to say, "Are you gonna play it on the radio?" They're like, I can't." So
Mhm.
I had a hard time understanding, well, you if you tell me that it's good, don't you just play good music on the radio? I didn't understand the radio world and how that works.
Mhm.
And so that was probably the toughest time. But when I did crack the code with radio, we got up running.
And so as far as what era would you consider that? 90s, early 2000s?
I would say it was 90s, between 95 and 98.
Mhm.
Between 90, those 3 years were the tough years. And then not only that, I was in the middle of all that while I was working on my second album. I happened to put Nasty Boy Click together.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
so, which is a good thing as well, you know?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, all you guys out there can do your research on that, you know, in the riders and all that,
Of
you know?
course, yeah.
It's definitely a part of the history. Um
I mean, altogether it was
Mhm.
4 albums. I did 2 Nasty Boy Click, 2 MB Rider albums,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
And so I'm proud of that stuff. Those are some of my best songs.
Mhm. Most definitely. And speaking of your songs, you know, over the years, how has your songwriting evolved? And are you still chasing that feeling that you had early on?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna answer the second part first is the satisfaction of any artist's final product is always the best feeling. You know, whether you're drawing, whether you're painting, whether you're creating something out of clay, making music, making a piece of film, it's always the passion that motivates everything else.
Mhm.
So yes, I do have the same excitement. I mean, I put everything into J-Rocks. Now we're putting
Mhm.
everything into Antonio.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, I do have the same passion, and it's dope. It's exciting.
I wanted to ask you something that's been going on, you know, in the world right now. There was reports of no hip hop songs charting on the Billboard Hot 100,
Yeah.
Billboard Hot 200, Billboard 200, I think. Y'all can correct me on that. There's been no hip hop songs charting on the Billboard. First time in I think
91, 92.
91. What is
First time
that?
since
40?
91, no hip hop songs in the Hot 100. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And what's that? 40? Is that 40 years
Yeah,
or
4
something?
years.
40 years. What are your thoughts on that? Why is that happening? What is going on with the, you know, the consumer that is, you know, making hip hop take this hit?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised this has happened because the charts, the Grammys, the award shows, the billboards, all that's run by the big labels.
Mhm.
And if you pay attention, more and more people are saying, go independent, stay independent, own your masters.
Mhm.
So more hip hop artists are figuring out, well, I can have an Instagram post, a YouTube channel, and then upload myself to the platforms myself, and I can make a good living
Mhm.
if they have hits.
Mhm.
If they have hits.
Mhm.
So I think that's one of the reasons the Billboard doesn't look for independent artists trying to see what they're doing. They're, that's like a celebration of the majors.
Mhm.
So because the majors are losing that connection with hip hop, I think,
Mhm.
they still have Jay-Z,
Mhm.
but I mean, Jay-Z's ancient compared to the new hip hop. You know that?
Yeah.
And I love Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I love what he did, and but now he's making boardroom decisions, not really making
Mhm.
these hot records that got
Mhm.
everywhere.
Mhm.
So I'm not surprised for that reason, because there
Mhm.
has been that separation between the hip hop artist and the major labels,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
And when the major labels want you, they just write a check, and they'll get whoever they want,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm. Is personality more important than talent nowadays in music?
Absolutely.
Why do you think so?
You know, there's some influencers out there that simply their personality becomes more impactful than anything that they do.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, personality is such a big, important part of all of it. You probably know people that have zero talent but have a huge following. They can jump over cars, they
Mhm.
can, whatever it is.
Mhm.
And so it's because they got that personality.
Mhm.
That's why they call it, that it was called American Idol before, but then they called it X Factor.
Mhm.
And if you have
Right.
that X Factor, really that's the personality.
Mhm.
Do you have it? Do you have that the X factor in you? That was really what it came from, but not everybody has it. And I know people that are very, very talented singing wise, but their career just never took off.
Yeah. It's insane, man. It's
They need
insane.
that personality to go with it, not just the
Mhm.
talent.
Mhm. Yeah, that's pretty insane if you think about it because there was a point where it was about the bars,
It really
you
was.
know,
And I
the
think there really still is niches of people with bars.
Mhm.
Like there's some very popular guys that spit bars. I mean, who's the guy from the Bay Area doing concerts in his backyard?
The Russell.
Lil Russell.
Mhm.
But he's got the bars and the personality.
Uh-huh.
See, when he talks, you listen. For
Mhm.
some reason, he's got that he pulls you in,
Mhm.
but he's got the bars to go with it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, rapping wise, I never really considered myself to be a rapper. I was freestyling at the swap meet because I was
Mhm.
saying people's names. That
Mhm.
was tickling their heart, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Is the fact that their name and Theo Cuco but as far as being like a lyricist rapper, I mean, I'm more of a passion for love songs rapper. You know what I'm saying? Is that a rapper? So, but there's niches for everything.
Mhm.
There's niches for everything. And I'm looking at Paul Wall right here. And I mean Paul Wall, he
Uh-huh.
stood the test of time.
Mhm.
He's got great personality, great bars, great style. Uh, you represent.
Mhm. No, for sure. You know, those love songs, your sound, you built that, that sound has influenced generations. How did you stay true to that sound while everything in the industry has changed around you throughout these years?
Well, there's a saying in hip hop, and they say keep it real. And if I kept it real, I'd be doing love songs. But if I swayed from keeping it real, I'd try to be a gangster rapper or a punchline rapper or a battle rapper. But that's not real. I really love love songs.
Mhm.
Ever since I was a kid in grade school and high school, I mean, I was listening to love songs before I ever wrote one. So I've been that little romantic Latino forever. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's how I consider staying with that same formula, is because I'm keeping it real to me,
Mhm.
keep it real to who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm not a battle rapper.
Mhm.
Never claimed to be.
Mhm. Y'all want to see MC Magic in a battle rap? What are we gonna do? Want to see it?
The times when I was at the swap meet and fools wanted to come up and battle rap against me, I would say, I don't battle rap, but if you got $100, I'll definitely battle you. You know? And so If they wanted to go $100 against me, a couple of fools took me up on it, and I took their
Yeah?
money.
Really?
I took their money, yeah, because I was out in public and they were ready to get me, but
Mhm.
and then I tell them you can't curse because we're in public.
Mhm.
We're out here at the swap meet, so we got to
Mhm.
keep it clean. And just that alone threw every rapper off.
Wow.
They were so worried about not cursing that the bars didn't hit.
Wow. Is there any footage of that, you think?
I don't. We've never filmed that.
So, obviously with you being one of like, the biggest artists to ever come out of Arizona, and just in general, um, I want to ask you a Mount Rushmore question. That's four people. Who is your Mount Rushmore of Arizona artists in all genres? Not hip hop, not rock, but everybody. Pop, country, uh, jazz.
Yeah,
Who's your Mount Rushmore? Because I think I want people to know, especially people here in Arizona,
just artistic wise.
artistic wise. Who
Yeah.
who is your Mount Rushmore of Arizona artists out of all genres?
Well, one of my favorite artists, an incredible rapper, incredible voice, incredible talent, but he didn't pursue music that hard, and that's Mr. I-Rock Loke.
Hmm.
My homie I-Rock was a dope artist, so he's gonna be on that mountain. CC Peniston would definitely be on that mountain.
Wow. Okay.
I-Rock, CC Peniston. Um, who else would be on that Mount Rushmore? My favorite from Arizona. Um, I'm gonna bring it to today. Merkums will be on there
Wow. Really?
because Merkums is dope.
Hmm.
He's that rapper.
Hmm.
He's a rapper's rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
So Merkums is dope. And I'll put MB Riders on there.
Wow. I was not expecting that list.
What were you
I
expecting?
was expecting some older figures, like Alice Cooper.
Oh, well, see,
Or
I've never been into rock like that.
okay.
So even though I respect Alice Cooper,
Mhm.
he's dope. He's dope.
I-Rock, CC Peniston, Merkums, and MB Riders. Wow. That's a good list.
And when it comes to talent, I can't leave out Buki Loke.
Buki Loke. Honorable mention, Buki Loke.
Yes, can't leave out Buki Loke because he was part of the Nasty Boy Click thing for one album, and
Mhm.
um, very, very talented kid.
Mhm.
So it's hard to call it. The other day I was listening because we're gathering all the old stuff, so I was listening to one of my old files.
Mhm.
I was pulling up the instrumental, the acapella, because when we start making film, sometimes you just want the music.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I was listening to J times 3 verse,
Yo.
J
J
times three's verse on Tenderoni. We did a song called Tenderoni together, and the song is absolutely scorching.
J times 3.
J times 3 murdered that beat, that song.
Mhm.
So it's hard to say, you know what I'm saying?
Man, J times 3. He was on Power 98.3 when that was in Phoenix.
Yeah, I think he was even on Power 92, to be honest with you.
Oh, it was Power 92.
No, he was on 98.3, but I think he probably got the tail end of 92 as well.
Yeah, 92.3 was before 98.3.
Yeah, Power 92 was
Mhm.
before they sold. What they did is radio's smart.
Uh-huh.
What they did was they sold the signal to KTAR because KTAR used to be AM.
Mhm.
They sold the signal to KTAR and they sold the brand to 98.3.
Mhm.
So they made two sales, which is, you got to be one of those smart dudes to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like publishing and masters.
Mhm. For sure. How's the family been, man? How's Antonio? How has his growth been going on tour with you? How has his evolvement been as an artist?
Musically, he's been doing amazing.
Mhm.
He's been doing good, and I really did not expect. I knew that being a chip off the old block, that we would do some things together.
Mhm.
But I didn't expect him to accelerate as quick as he did because he was not an engineer.
Mhm.
But now he engineers. He records for some of his friends that are in other genres.
Mhm.
His vocal Directing vocal skills are amazing, and his writing skills have really gotten great as well.
Mhm.
He's got this new song that I'd be glad to show you that I think is just gonna really, really, really explode for him.
Mhm.
We're just finishing on some production on it before we launch it, but he hopes to have it available on the platforms by the time we perform at 30 years.
Mhm.
That has been incredible. But on the other end of the spectrum, um, for some reason, his Instagram page has gotten deleted twice, and we don't
Jeez.
understand why.
Mhm.
We don't understand why. So that's been a little bit of a challenge, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
Thankfully, his TikTok is still doing good,
Mhm.
but for some reason, Meta and Instagram, I don't know. I think maybe their AI software that goes in and does what humans would normally do
Mhm.
is getting things mixed up.
Mhm.
But he's been targeted twice already.
That's insane.
Yeah, and it sucks because we're just catching momentum, and then they swipe your Instagram channel from beneath you, and
Mhm.
I don't know what I would do without my IG channel, you know?
Yeah, no, it's important for sure. And then your other son, who is, I think, one of the most talented people behind the camera, that I've ever seen.
Yeah, Daniel.
And
Daniel came from the skate park scene.
uh-huh.
He's been a scooter rider since he was in 3rd grade.
Mhm.
He's traveled the world in competitions, whether it's France, Japan, Mexico, Africa, Canada. He's competed in all these countries,
Mhm.
and now that he's getting close to he's 27 now, 28. He's 28 now. His body's not cut out to be at the skate park anymore, but he still goes for the fun of it because he loves it so much.
Mhm.
Now he's become mainly a content guy.
Mhm.
Um, he directed his first short film, which is we're going to release pretty soon as well.
Mhm.
He directed that, and he's the director of 30 Years of Magic, the documentary. Him and Clayton are getting together, just putting everything. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Mhm. For the people out there, Nasty Boy Records, um, what's going on with that? Is J Rock still a part of that? Is there any other new artists that we can expect? Uh, what's it like running that label now as a businessman?
When I created Nasty Boy Records, I created it because no label would sign MC Magic. No label was interested in my brand of music. So I was like, forget it then. I'll make my own label and I'll put it out. And so that's why I did it. And that's been the whole intention behind that. I never wanted to be a label that looks for artists and signs 5 or 10 kids and tries to launch them all. I'd rather take on a passion project like J-Rock's and really put everything behind it than sign 5 or 6 artists and see which one hits
Okay.
and see which one hits.
Okay.
And the reason behind that is because as an artist, when I did work with other labels, I didn't like the way they treated us
Mhm.
as artists. Labels, it's all about budget. Like I remember my DJ couldn't go on tour with us
Mhm.
when we started out because of budget.
Mhm.
Even though we were with Mercury Records, they're like, nope, only 4 guys can go. I'm like, what about my road manager? Only 4 guys can go. What about my DJ?
Mhm.
Only 4 guys can go. They didn't care. And so I never wanted to be a label to dictate that to artists. And that's why I didn't go into signing a bunch of artists.
Okay.
You know, a matter of fact, we had a fallout, me and my DJ Too Swift, is because of that. He's like, "Hey, how can you sell me out, bro? How could you go on tour without me?" And I'm like, "It's not in the budget." So it was really hard, especially when you're starting out.
Mm.
And so that opened my eyes to, well, the relationship between the dynamic between a business that is a label and the artistic side is 2 different things.
Mhm.
And so I never wanted to be the label that was telling people, you can't, no, we don't like that version, no, take it back. Let an artist be an artist. That's my point of view.
Mhm.
And at the same time, from a business standpoint, I'm gonna let an artist be an artist, but if they're doing something that I don't agree with creatively, I'd rather just part ways
Mhm.
because they're the artist, not me.
Mhm.
Just like I'm the artist. Like every song that I released, no one said, change it to this,
Yeah.
sing this melody,
Mhm.
have that singer, not her.
Mhm.
Take the talk box out. I made all those decisions myself because I'm an artist.
Mhm.
I just happen to be the owner of my label too.
Mhm.
So it was never established to sign a bunch of artists. That's why there are very few artists on my labels. It's MC Magic, MB Riders, J Rocks, Antonio. That's it.
Mhm.
And really, I'm not looking for artists. that's why we put a lot into J-Rocks, and she's doing good, but she started taking a creative role, that a creative, path that I just wasn't feeling. I wasn't feeling, and it didn't align with my, Nasty Boy Records, I don't know if it's a motto, or the music that we wanna get behind. So that's why I just decided, "You know what? It's best if you just go back independent, do you. We got you going already."
Mhm.
And it's just, I'd rather keep the friendships.
So there's no bad blood or
Oh, no, I
that.
love Jay.
Mhm.
I love Jay. She's gonna be at 30 Years of Magic, baby.
There we go. Shout out to Pops too. Her dad's a great guy as well.
Yeah, Freddie. Freddie
Freddie.
Wack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Freddie Wack. Yeah, so J-Rocks is coming out. I have this section in the show where I take a classic Mexican song that inspired me, and I have my homie Jay Amador coming in to sing that part. So he'll sing that, a little piece of that song, to show the people where the inspiration came from, and then convert that song to my talk box version that came from that inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll convert to the J-Rocks version, the turn mariachi, that was an evolution of inspiration. That's one of the things that we're doing, and that I've never done before.
Who are some other people we can expect pulling up?
I'd like to keep everybody else a secret, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's really just people that I've featured on my records.
Oh, okay.
And people that I've featured on my records, singers and, yeah, and musicians, stuff like
Names
that.
that people will know.
I mean, if you're a MC Magic fan, you definitely know. Yeah.
All right.
If you're an
Nice.
MC Magic fan, a fan of my music, yeah, you definitely
I
know.
want to know, man. I want to know, player.
It's not a big secret, it's just it's a great show.
Uh-huh.
That was really the most important part to me,
Mhm.
is we're not selling it on name value, we're selling it on, you know, on a production, on a
Mhm.
great we're putting on a great show, man.
Mhm. Tickets. Where can they get tickets?
MCMagicConcerts.com.
Okay, and how much for the tickets?
You know, they range, obviously, there's no more available up in the front, those are already all
Mhm.
sold out, but, I think we started, like, at $100, and then on down. The front row seats were, like, at $100,
Mhm.
and then as you get back, I think you get them as low as $60.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm really looking forward to November 29th, Saturday. 30 Years of Magic homecoming show, downtown Phoenix at the Orpheum Theater. I've never been there before.
It's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's been remodeled, and it's a historic theater too.
Mhm.
It's just a beautiful theater. They've got it to set up to where the actual ceiling looks like the sky. You know, like when you go to Vegas and you see the sky inside the mall?
Mhm.
It's kinda like that, but it's also got lighting effects and sound effects that make it just real a cool ambiance.
Mhm. I like it, man. Well, I can't wait to be there. 30 years, that's a long time. What are some things you want to say to the people out there that have been rocking with you for 30 years, who've been following you on this journey, who are still playing those songs, Sexy Lady, these incredible songs that I still love as well. What are some things you could say to them?
I just wanna say thank you. I wanna say thank you to everybody for rocking with me, through the good times and the bad times. You know, they held me down, and, if you can make it to the show, it's gonna be a special night, it's gonna be a historic night for us, and, you guys are invited, come on down, and if you can't make it, check me out online, baby, mcmagic.world, not .com, .world.
There we go, man. MC Magic, I appreciate you, my dog.
Right on, Stas. Thank you for having me, brother.
No doubt, man. Thank you to Trill Hip Hop Shop, man. Chuck, if y'all need to come get some hip hop gear, a great, great place in Arizona, that really is preserving hip hop. And we need that for us hip hop heads or anybody
Amen.
who loves the
I love the
music.
shop, by the way. I got to walk around a little bit, check out everything. And Chuck's wife even brought a couple cassettes that
Mhm.
they got at the swap meet back in the day.
Wow.
So it's all love. Shout out Trill PHX on the ground, baby.
There we go, man. It's your boy Staz, the Italian Stallion. Haven't said that in a while. I'm with MC Magic, and we out.